This is Hisoka Francis Ololo, your friend. Today we will be looking at poetry number 182 in the series. You are all welcome. The title of the poetry is Infidelity Boasts. I make barren the bed and bar of the unfaithful. Even so, vow to keep the piety. Followed by the story, the excitement in Daniel Turnstile was almost extreme. Loretta, his dream love, had accepted him. Loretta, who existed only in his wildest fantasies. Loretta, whom so many men raced after in vain. Loretta, whom nobody thought would give him a second glance. Just last night, she had asked to know what his blood group was, and when he asked her why, she had only smiled and said, "Don't you think it is necessary to know if you want to marry?" Wow! This meant she had accepted him and was giving him a chance. He had run to his friend Gerald Farson and broken the news to his unbelieving ears. Gerald had told him he was a real lucky guy. However, he told him that the excitement would soon wear off and he would soon start getting interested in other ladies. He should just wait and see. Had he not been crazier over Daniela, his wife? As Daniel knew, he was now a womanizer more than he had been before marriage. Daniel mulled over this deeply and prayed that he should never be as Gerald had said. Indeed, Gerald was married to one of the most beautiful ladies in the world. Rosetta was one lady no one could fault over morality. Gerald, therefore, had no tangible excuse for extramarital affairs after the sacred vow. His wife had suspected him several times and had to trick his friends into revealing secrets. Not once or twice, she had tried to pry information from him. But though he knew much and felt disgusted by his friend's moral lunacy, he had managed to cover him still. He always pitied her, however, knowing the depths to which he had sunk. In the name of Jesus, however, he would not treat Loretta in this manner. Just as he dreamed, Daniel and Loretta got married on a fine Saturday evening. After the honeymoon, he resumed work at the ministries. On the very first day that he arrived, an old girlfriend popped in to say a sarcastic congrats to him. Shaila had been his girl when they were both in secondary school, but time and circumstances had separated them for a long time. Until they broke up the relationship and she had married another man. Marriage had turned sour for Shaila, and she no longer found happiness in it. Today, she looked really ravishing as she visited her former boyfriend. It was time for closure anyway. Could they sit somewhere and share a drink at least? She wanted to discuss something. Daniel had one principle in life that he always applied to his life: the golden rule of doing unto others what one wants done to oneself. Ever since Loretta accepted him, he had always applied this principle. Whatever he wanted to do, he asked himself how he would feel if Loretta also did the same. If the thought made him feel uncomfortable, he would not do it. Loretta also had 1 or 2 boyfriends before they got married. Today, he asked himself whether he would feel comfortable if she and one of the other boyfriends sat somewhere to drink and discuss some issues, let alone when he was not aware. The very thought made him boil with anger, so he decided not to tolerate Sheli's invitation. Family, he told her his wife would be expecting him home, and it would not be proper if it turned out that he had gone drinking with a former girlfriend. Instead, with all apologies, he would have to go. He could not wait to reach home anyway. After marrying her, he was now occupied with running after her for her love. Work hours seemed too long now. Gerald called on him the next day and laid Sheila's complaint before him. Was he saying because of Loretta, he and no woman could converse anymore? Daniel reminded him it takes little drops of water to make a mighty ocean. This was how he started, by messing around with former girlfriends until he had destroyed the happiness of his wife, who had trusted him so much. Gerald only laughed and told him he was grieved. 2 years later, after having children with her, Gerald and Rosetta broke up. That was the beginning of his end. When Daniel and Loretta commemorating their 12th anniversary, a drunk Gerald, looking bedraggled, came in. He had lost his job and all his sweethearts had left him. Why not? This is a lesson on what unfaithfulness could cause him in someone's life. Let's be faithful, though it causes hard trials. Thank you, friends.